Okay, we're in the asylum. Some kind of a maze. The question is, what are we going to do with Imoen? Realistically speaking, we would probably at least accept her aid here. No matter what we'll do later on. An extra help to getting out of this predicament would certainly be welcome. So I think
Must
we'll
be paid
take
well
Imoen at
for
least on a
this.
temporary basis.
Are you alright? I was so scared. You came all this way to get me, and we were almost...
I'm sorry, Thule. I was just so worried. He survived, but not unscathed. I must know what he did to me. And you. I I don't know really. Same thing he did to you, I guess, since we're the same. Though he showed me what you are and what I am, and then he took it away. I don't know who I am now, Thule. You may not feel it yet, but the spell for me made me feel hollow. He took something vital. He said it was my divine soul. I found out I'm a child of a god, and now I'm empty and dying. You are too. We'll survive just fine. We'll just learn to cope, just as I have. It's not so bad. The things he showed me were so black and ugly, but a part of me loved it. I never let such things bother me until now. Now life is just death to come. I'm bleak, I know, but I was all alone here for so long. I've not dealt with this for as long as you. It's like a bad dream. Hmm. And yet you seem so sure of yourself when you help me in my dream. Oh my god, how dumb is our character? Even the fucking individuals involved in the dream told you that she is part of your soul. Oh my god. You're a dumb sack of shit, Thule. The dream? Thule, I had no dream during my ritual, just blackness and my will draining away. Has this affected you different than me? You have been dealing with the ball essence longer. Perhaps you are more focused. Or perhaps it is more focused upon you. Hmm. I don't know. Regardless, we have to get back what Irenicus took from us. I agree. Divine soul or not, there is a deadly threat to our mortal lives. I do not look forward to what is coming. I've been getting weaker, Thule, and it has only been a few days since they performed the ritual on me. If we don't reverse what was done, if we don't restore our souls, we will probably both die. You will probably die. I am going after Irenicus. Goodbye. Yeah, because of group balance, I have no room. Can you find your way out alone? Uh, I think it's a bad for the game even to sort of force that situation. Because if we'd had 6 characters coming here, that would have been a realistic situation. because we had a full group, we simply can't take you with us. You'll just have to find your own way out, and that's ridiculous in a situation like this. So temporary character slots, why don't you have them in the game? Yeah, we should leave right now. Join and we will go. No more wasted time. Good. I miss traveling with you, even when times were bad. Okay. Um, he's not all that anymore. Um, she ever really good? Um, she has so few spells because she's a generalist. She'll get all spell schools available for her, but as a cost of that, she gets less castings per level. These aren't particularly useful. Domination is good against certain opponents, but you can deal with those with a contingency. Get the fuck out. Contingency is something you use. You don't keep it in your spellbook. You basically, after resting, you cast all your spell triggers and contingencies and put the spells in storage. Then you remove them. Then you rest again to put something decent in their place. Since she's here, I think we'll give her a sling temporarily. She can't be on the front lines. Mm. And then what? Don't take this personally, man, but you sort of suck ass. And there's not much I can do about that. I can give her some spells. It doesn't matter if we're gonna kick her out. I'm more interested in getting the experience, which is totally pointless, by the way. We're going to very likely reach the maximum anyway. Reason being simply that we lack the full group. Although these temporary characters we have now and then in the group will sort of slow things down, and I don't mind if we gain too much levels too quickly. You are very, very, very powerful at that point.
Be quick with it.
And the fact that you have fewer people into your party is not always negative. As I said, a simple scroll of protection from undead, and you can. Your step falters, your vision spins, and you feel something is very wrong. For an instant, you are conscious of nothing but the rushing of your blood. The feeling passes, but far too slowly for your liking. Whoa! Stop for a bit. How are you feeling? You looked really sick for a moment there. Hmm, I don't know. Have you felt any ill effects since the spell they cast on you? I've been feeling weaker, I think, and it hasn't made me all that ill yet. You take care all right. It's really odd that you are sick. Yeah, it seems like a feeling you might get before you sort of lose consciousness. It's a weird thing when it happens to you. I've had it at least once in my life. Sort of you feel really sick, and then you wake up and notice other people standing around you, and you have no fucking clue what's going on. It's an odd feeling to have.
What the? Aye, that be sounding right. The axe be
You make pleasant company, my raven.
And later
I'll be glad
spit
to
your
tarry
gut
a
up.
while in your motley group.
Clay golem.
What is my task?
Whoops.
Bark your orders already.
My talents are wasted on physical blows.
Most of our guys are totally wasted here. I'm hoping that some of their
My
special
spells would
effects
serve better.
on the
This
weapons
weapon
might
is
Solid
stick.
useless.
hit.
Yeah, we stunned it. Even though
Aye,
the
the dwarf.
katana is not able to harm it.
On my honor, it shall be.
Can still get the stun effect working.
Shoddily made and subtly maintained, but good killing grounds nevertheless.
Opal still. Cosmetic spray. And now we're getting a much better. Ooh, yes, bag of holding. Now we're getting much better looks. It's like there's a ceiling to things you can get until you start coming here, and then things start to progress normally. It's very hard to get high level spells, for example, before you sort of start this stage of the game. Bag of holding. The bag of holding opens into a non-dimensional space, and its inside is larger than its outside dimensions. Regardless of what is put into this item, the bag always weighs a fixed amount. So, especially if you have these items that you don't really know, am I going to use them? What the hell am I going to do with them now? Put them in the bag. It clears up a lot of inventory space. The weight is a secondary concern in my opinion. But these type of keys and all that crap, you don't really know what you're gonna do with. Anything that you don't think you might have to use on a regular basis. It's better than just throwing them away at least on this point. I don't want to throw them away here no matter what. The reason is simply that there's no coming back to this place. Once you leave, you leave. It might have a limit to how many items you can put in here. I'm pretty sure it has.
Leave me be.
But the limit is very high, so it just means that
This
from
sparrow
time
is
to
ready
time
fly.
you have to
At
clean it
your
up.
course.
When we get the hell out of here,
Be quick with
we'll
it.
sell all the non-essential items to a storekeep, just like normal. I don't
What
think
do you
we'll be
require?
going
I
here.
consider it done.
Looks like trap. Yeah, there's definitely a mechanism behind that. Yeah, it refuses to disarm it. Nothing I could do there. Which is a fairly shitty thing to do to a person, just saying.
Abyss be paid well for this.
Yeah. Thanks game, thank you. Thank you so much.
Be quick with it. What do you want? I've killed for less.
Ultra
and
spells
victory.
would serve
Try
better.
something else.
This weapon is
Yeah,
useless.
it's stunned. I wonder how you stun a golem.
Try something
My
else.
spells would serve better. This weapon is useless.
Wait. Guess we'll have to be a bit more careful here. I was sort of... That's sort of how it looked to me, that the person isn't going there to disarm. It is walking. I'm guessing you can see it from the location he's aiming at when he's starting to walk. It didn't look right, and it was.
This sparrow is ready to fly. At your command. of
Leave me
course.
be.
Yep.
Me axe, babe. Aye, that be sound of...
Well, looks like pretty typical loot. Goblins, really.
Load of glory! Now you die!
I have to say, I didn't expect goblins
My
at this
blade will
point.
cut you down to size.
Yes, it shall be.
What do you want?
What is my task? Consider it done.
Special stones. They're not jewels, they're something else. Jewels stack, these don't, so there's something special.
Eh? Aye, I'll do as you wish. For now.
Try to defeat me, but try in vain. When I win, I end your pain. Oh, riddles, lovely. Ah, yes. So, give me the rules. Heed this, inmates. The true test of madness is the simple measurement of the mind's precision. The cured shall be rewarded. The afflicted shall wander without recourse. So, each statue is a riddle. Who has empty inventory space? Doesn't matter.
On my honor, I
Anyone
will
can
do
do
my
it.
best.
At nights I come without being fetched. At day I'm gone without being stolen. Okay, let's look at our options. Worn out boots, grinning skull, mirror, hourglass, sword medallion, gagged man, sundial, sun medallion, golden ring, jar of water, and star medallion. So I would guess star medallion. No beginning, no end. I am a symbol of the world's cycles. Circlet. Two brothers we are, great burdens we bear. All day we are bitterly pressed. Yet this I will say, we are full all day, and empty when we go to rest. Boots. Here in this place you swallow me, yet were I more, I could swallow you. Jar of water. I have seen the mountains rise, I have seen the fall of Netheril. You shall die, but still I shall march on. So it's time. But we have a sundial and an hourglass, so I don't know which one it is. We'll skip that for now. To those within the dungeon I am joy. To those fully beneath my gaze I can be hell. I think that's the sun. I will save your life, but yet can you die by me? I will settle dispute, yet not with words. That would be the sword medallion, I guess. Name me, and so shall you break me. Gagged man. Always do I tell the truth, yet cannot speak. Look to me and see what really is. Mirror. I have two heads but one body. The more I stand still, the faster I run. So that's the hourglass, which means the sundial has to be the answer to the other one. Try to defeat me, but try in vain. When I
You
win,
make
I
pleasant
end your
company,
pain.
my raven. I'll be
Has to be
glad
the
to tarry a
skull, which
while in
probably
your
means death.
motley group.
As you place your last item within its statue, the chest in the center of the chamber slams open. There is something within that was not there before. An iron stone and another one of these special gems. Armor class +1. Where the fudge it? Wait. I sold away your armor. I thought there was two sort of a. I noticed that at some point we got another melodic chainmail, but apparently it's the same he had. I thought it was new because we found it on a floor. Ah, fudge! It must have happened. It's the fucking called wizard. No, was it then? I don't recall the exact point, but at some point, Hedali's no, it was um, the sewer key place where Ilith is in the sewer, because he was hit by some kind of a horror, and I think that has a chance that you can drop one of your items. I thought it's basically you can drop a weapon because that's in your hand and you panic. How the fudge can you accidentally drop an armor? That's a mystery to me. But I'm sold one of our frontline fighters' armor, which is an interesting choice to make. I have to admit that he's totally dependent on those stone skills at the moment. He cannot be the target of the prime tanking guy. It's not a catastrophic loss for us. We can compensate for that later on. Uh, we even probably get a chance to buy back the armor. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but it's an option. It does mean... What does it mean? Yeah, that's not a too big a problem.
Bark
It
your
would have
orders
been
out,
nice
Revan.
to
Later
have,
I'll split your gut open.
but it's not too big of a problem. Definitely makes defensive spin worthwhile using.
What do you
Okay,
require?
where the hell
I
are
am
we
out of
going?
Yes.
We could change into range weapon usage, but I don't think so. Okay, a rook and a ton of methods and a portal of some kind.
I, my raven?
I indeed.
What is it now?
I am out of sight of others.
Fate beckons us all.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
What gives? Aye, the dwarf will bloody do it.
The
I am
rook
out of
will
sight of
not
others.
be harmed by this. We'll wait until the gas goes out. Another riddle room, I think.
Yes, very well.
Put your hand in my mouth. Is this a statue version of pull my finger? Face to face and answer you. Exit with the answer that frees. Pain is the price of failure. Lighter than what I am made of. More of me is hidden than is seen. I'm the bane of the mariner, a tooth within the sea. Speak my name. Ice. Your answer satisfies. Okay, there's a lot of these, like a huge
Shoddily
amount.
made and shoddily maintained, but good killing grounds nevertheless.
A spirited jig, it dances bright, banishing all but darkest night. Give it food and it will live, give it water and it will die. Fire. The man who invented it doesn't want it for himself. The man who bought it doesn't need it for himself. The man who needs it doesn't know it when he needs it. It's a coffin. The life I lead is mere hours or less. I serve all my time by being consumed. I'm quickest when thin, slowest when fat. And the wind is the bane of the gift that I bring. Candle. The more that there is, the less that you see. Squint all you wish when surrounded by me. Darkness. They come to witness the night without being called. A sailor's guide and yeah, there are stars. I don't think the guys who made these had really talked to the guys who made the other riddles. So we're
I
seeing some
swim in
repeats
memories
here.
in such a place as this. Most unpleasant memories.
I can have no color, though there may be darkness within. I have no weight and hold nothing, and if placed in a container, it becomes all the lighter. A hole. Of all your possessions, I'm the hardest to guard. If you have me, you will want to share me. If you share me, you no longer have me. Secret. So maybe 4 more? Face of face, blah 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 blah. Yep. Alive as you, but without breath. As cold in my life as in my death. Never a thirst, though I always drink. Dressed in a mail, but never a clink. A fish. I'm free for the taking, though all of your life, through all of your life. Though given but once a birth, at birth. I am less than nothing in weight, but will fell the strongest of you if held. Breath. I have holes throughout, from back to front, and top to bottom to core. More nothing than something within, and yet I still hold water. Sponge. They follow and lead, but only as you pass. Dress yourself in darkest black, and they are darker still. Always they flee the light, though without the sun there would be none. Shadows. You have answered true, the 12 in stone. Rewarded are you for the wit of ages. Ring of regeneration. Oh, okay. I can accept that.
Be quick with it. Fine.
I feel your stares! Die! Die!
What do you want, groundling? A best be paid well.
No, of course.
Jacques. Manus.
The axe be
Milano!
ready to you.
Bosha!
Have killed for less.
Now we can use the portal.
It'd be neither the decision I'd make.
Portal opens, a wave of pure fear washes over you. Ice tendrils of power grip your skull and your vision swims. Yeah.
Bark your orders already.
Greater Wolfware.
I will tolerate only so much!
Yes, just pump as much
Nick.
damage to it as possible and it will go down.
A solid blow!
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
and pathfinding is a bit wonky
I'll
in this
do as you
game,
tell.
really.
But only if there be a good amount of coins of it.
It's fairly solid most of the time, but when your own guys get close to each other in a fighting situation, they sort of get stuck on each other.
Be
Like
quick with it. A best be
they,
paid
it's
well
like
for this.
once they're next to one of their own guys that doesn't move, they're totally unable to go around. I think it's because of this. Because now if I put my own guy moving through my own, let's put it there, it pushes through them. But in a situation where the guy is already next to someone enemy, you can't do that. So I'm guessing the pathfinding is basically still trying to use a path it would use in a non-combat situation, and it just doesn't work.
Ustanzado, I shall follow your
What do you
strength.
want, groundling?
Okay.
The axe be bloody ready.
Oh, it's a demon.
Prepare me quickly, good raven. Readier than a red-cheeked maiden,
Okay.
my friend.
Command.
Demon fear going on here.
Urgent what is my
Ready
task?
and willing.
Get the hell out of
Aye,
here.
a fair gambit.
My spells would serve. Leave me be. If I must.
Eh? Bark your have killed
Yeah,
for less.
that was bad.
Shaw guides my hand.
Not too bad though. I'm surprised our mage survived so well. I think we want to change our
Aye,
tactic
that
here a
be
little
so. Be
bit.
quick with it.
Victory shall be
Aye,
ours.
I'll do as
You
you
know
wish.
this.
For now.
Ooh, friendly encounter. The stone commands and I must obey. This armor is the gift to those of sound mind. A puzzle, a riddle, a reward. Thusly was my home built and I have fulfilled my duties. You are doing well, Corgan. Doom plate. We don't have much use for this.
What do you want, groundling? And later I'll split your gut.
Okay, we
open.
can't use it anymore, so spent. Now that I think about it a bit more, I don't think Herdalise's armor problem is going to last for a long time. I'm pretty sure this place itself contains at least one bard armor. But the problem is, I don't know if is it truly a bard armor in the sense that it still allows spellcasting. That's the big deal. It might be though.
Aye, the dwarf will bloody do it.
I do not care much for being prodded all the time.
But you're complaining.
Jacques.
Protection from evil is what I was sort of aiming for. I also think we should protect our main fighters. We can't afford to lose them to domination effects.
The axe be
They're too
bloody
good.
ready.
They'll slaughter the rest of us.
Fine.
Ooh, it's a useful item. Click again to turn the yellowed pages of this ancient tome.
Death for every second I am in this form.
Okay, as you turn the page, a magical portal opens and a creature steps through. So, open another creature. Does it get stronger? Yeah.
A skull breaker.
So the principle is fairly simple. I just wonder what's the reward of from this.
I'll best be paid well for this.
On my honor, done. I am out of sight of
Time to
others.
move? Gotcha.
This might get really bad too. Umber Hulk. That's not too
What
bad.
do you require? I am out of sight of others.
Yep.
We're reaching the edge where we can comfortably take these on. So what's next?
Good to go.
What gives?
Mind Flare. Okay, this is bad.
Oh, I'll show you a fight.
Yes?
Is it going to get worse?
What do you want?
What's worse?
Be
Beholder.
quick with it.
What
Well,
is it
a
now?
Beholder would be worse. I agree.
Name it.
Let's.
May our deeds be sung through the ages.
Does it get
Ready
worse?
and willing.
The Enchanted Book creates several magical items for you. Yeah, that was it. Another ring. Free action. Immune to anything that affects mobility. A demon. Simulacrum. I don't even know if Herdalise can ever learn these. I mean, get enough spell levels to get them. But he's more likely to stay in the group in the long term than Imonius, so he
What
gets
do you want?
first
I've killed
picks.
for less.
Oh,
Time we
time!
got to business.
What are we getting
A
into this
skull
time?
breaker.
What is my task? As you ask. I am out of sight of others.
Okay, kobolds. What kind of crystal the kobolds are worshipping? This looks like rarely
This sparrow is ready to fly.
crappy
At your
opponents.
command, of course.
Maybe I should just
Something up?
summon something and send them to deal with those.
I am out of sight of others.
I don't think the ogre will survive. The archery is
I
good
will
enough to
tolerate
take
only
care of
so
one
much.
ogre.
Beneath the earth, our fates await us. And just think, we shan't need go far to lie in our graves.
What the hell are you talking about?
I am out of sight.
Yes, be about time we got to business. If been able to sit an eye
For the Doom Guard, I strike a blow!
Eh? I'll do as you
Yes,
tell.
destiny awaits.
Only if there be a good amount of coins.
The Earth Elementals should certainly be enough to slaughter them all.
I am out of sight of others.
It's an overkill. Yeah. A lot of exploding meat here. Wonder if they're related. Related to the Earth Elemental in some way. Ooh, they have a witch doctor there. It's equivalent of a mage.
I am out of sight of others. On my honor, it shall be. I am out of sight of others. What do you consider it done?
Okay,
Yes?
something's happening. Come to me, Cartelmac, find focus in the crystal. Feast from here, feast on your bones. We discovered, no time, no time. Avatar not focused, crystal not ready. Avatar not formed, Cartelmac not ready. Focus, but not fully formed. Protect me, protect or we are shattered once again and again. Call forth the Guardians. Terrible, terrible Cobalt Guardians. When is this?
By my honor, you shall not sit. A solid hit.
Incantus.
It is bad. Now I'm turning invisible. The weird looking kobold here. He's capable of injuring the earth level too.
What is my time? I await your word.
Yeah, I think we're wasting enough time here.
Barker office be paid well for this.
On my honor.
400 for killing a kobold.
Game. I've killed for less. But time we got to business.
No mercy for those who oppose us!
Be quick with it. Aye, that be sounding right.
Ooh,
Leave me be. All labor will help.
it has horror on our earth elemental. Can fix that.
What is it? A waste of my talents.
What do you want, groundling?
I will stop looking at me. Leave me very well.
The axe. Aye, I'll do as you wish. But now.
What the hell is going on here? With the kobold avatar slain, you're easily able to take a piece of the crystal. All is silent except for a faint mournful wail. They have some specialty items. And a wooden stake. The crystal piece is the important thing. This is the crystal shard obtained from the avatar of Kurt Tomax, whose essence was trapped within a large crystal. Kobolds seem to worship it. Oh crap.
Eh? Bark your orders, old walkie. About time we got to business.
It's not an undead creature, it doesn't have to do the saving throw thing. I'm not taking a risk though, so I'm keeping using that the undead killing mace just to be sure that we're protected from level trade. We can recover from it thanks to
Be quick
Laconia,
with it. And later
but
I'll
it's
split you.
real troublesome without having the ability to just... What are you doing?
What do you require? I am out of sight of others.
Without having to just buy the temple services. Having to constantly rest or have a large number of the restoration spells in your inventory. Just much more efficient to try to avoid it in the first place. Yeah, we're not really using that ring. We're gonna be Konya leveled up.
What do you...
Because we can't haste our own character after
Aye,
that.
the dwarf will bloody do it.
Yes? I am out of consider it done.
It's better to keep in stories though. There might be situations where we want to that. Okay. Gas, mummies, gas.
The axe, fine.
I am out of sight of
This
others.
should be a simple matter.
I'll best be paid well for this.
You're not immune to hold person, so better rage. Now we are. It's just so convenient.
A skull breaker. About time we got to business.
I
So
am yours to command.
you decided to join the fight here.
Shah guides my hand. Dosqual.
Bark your blood and glory. Now you die.
I thought it wouldn't have enough
out of
room
sight
to
of
fit in
others.
here, but okay. Excellent.
What is my task? I will do my best. I am out of sight of others.
It been able to
On my
set
honor,
an iron
yes.
make.
That door is too close. Small for it, so that's a lich. Greater mummy, skeleton warrior, greater mummy, skeleton. Yeah, we see Malia is coming our way. That's never good. Time stop. That's a nasty
What
one.
do you require?
I'm not quite sure
Yes?
how we should handle this.
What is it? I must live like this. Your life shall be as much a hell
We could
as
naturally
mine.
just use the protection from undead scroll, go in there and smash their faces in. But doesn't really seem worthwhile. My bigger concern is not the leech, it's everything else. The reason is because with the leech we could just send in the Nishuru and it would be more or less able to deal with all the trouble there.
I am out of sight of others.
Okay, this is good. Want to lure some of them away there.
Victory shall be ours, as you desire.
Konia's turning undead.
Jacques.
Be quick with it. I'll do as you tell. But only if there be a good amount of coin.
Sight of others.
Yes, Abel, if that is your will.
What do you meax be bloody ready? Next swing.
Okay, we can just get rid of these, that everything will be fine. Want to isolate the leech.
I am out of sight of others.
Abyss be paid well for this.
What is my task? Very well.
Shit.
Potentis. I am out of sight of others.
Ah, shit. Symbol stun.
Eh?
Half the team out of the fight.
I will tolerate only so much.
See if you can take the edge of him.
Potentis.
So symbol fear. Symbol death. Sunfire.
Vita mortis carere.
Another big one. Whale of Banshee. Shadow Door. Greater mummies can kill the Nishu quite easily, so they're ruining it for me. Abidal's and Toribro. If we're lucky, the Lich will use an attack spell that will harm the mummies.
Mortis.
Finger of Death. Summon a freebie. Okay, that is great. Because
Whose
you know what
guns are
F3T
those?
do? F3T
Trust us, Rob.
explode all over the place.
Dead.
Hmm. You have something to send there though. Initial died a moment too soon.
I am yours to command. I shall follow your strength.
Don't start a fight here. Yeah. F3T did 11 points of damage, 17 points of damage to greater mummies. That's what we wanted to hear.
I am out of sight of others.
Flesh to stone.
Insurgents.
Ooh. Flame strike. Disintegrate. Domination. Well,
I am out of sight of others.
more domination. I'm always sort of interesting to see what kind of nasty things you miss by not going in
This
there.
place is just too darn creepy. I really want out of here.
Contingency, spell turning, misled, spell turning. Chaos,
I am out of sight of others.
fire shield. Slew. Yeah. Turned into gas spore.
I am out of sight of others.
When it comes out of the gaseous form, it's fully regenerated. Yeah. And it'll probably explode pretty quickly.
I am out of sight of others.
What the fudge? Ah. Organ took a real heavy
guides
hit
my
from the
hand.
greater mummies. I should have probably killed them first. We don't really have to worry about the leech anymore though. He doesn't seem to have any heavy hitting spells left. He's casting second level spells.
I strike a blow! My weapon has no effect. My weapon has no effect. My weapon has no effect.
Yeah, I know it doesn't have any
My
effect.
weapon has no effect.
Aye, my raven?
Be quick with it. Let's see what your guts be looking like.
My weapon is faulty!
This was
Watch
every
the
second I
fingers
am in the
immune.
sport.
Weapon is faulty!
No damage.
Busted Baker's immune.
My talent
Weapon
is
is
wasted
faulty.
on physical blows.
Yeah. Undead destroyed.
I'll do as you wish.
Fail the saving
Whatever
throw.
you want, and later I'll split your gut open.
It did manage to cause quite a bit of trouble for us. More so than I thought. Well, Lich aren't troublesome for nothing. Still, and the main reason they are this easy is because there's no intelligence behind it. It's just an automatic routine going over. So it'll use spells on creatures. It has no chance of harming. Surely an undead creature would know that the ability to probably instantly kill a target with death spells does not work on already dead. Okay, 2 level ups. Corgan. Saving throws. Chance to hit 3 hit points. Nice selection of spells. 6 new spells for us. Spell slots. We're using quite a lot of this remove here, so maybe a little bit more. Hmm. I don't know. Move invisibility. We have true detection, but it's not quite the same. I think I'm taking a second or lesser restoration spells while we're here. Just in case we have to. We get vulnerable to some of those. Mass Cure wouldn't be bad either. We sort of have constantly this that someone's at least a little bit injured. Maybe something more than a full heal at this point. Aerial Servant. Well, yeah. I think it's fairly capable attacker, not all that durable. I don't see all that much point to it. Animal summoning sucks, like it sucks no monster summoning. Blade Barrier would be great, but it might not work well if there's other people attacking. Bolt of Glory. No attack roll is needed. Hit. Creatures and no saving throw. Creatures struck suffer varying damage depending on their plane of existence. 6d6 for prime material plane, that sucks. 3d4 for elementals, that's nothing. Undead 8d6, a little bit better. Demons 10d6. So it's a okay spell against demons. Long casting time, very long. The Bolt of Divine Energy against one creature. No saving throw. Always hits. What about magic resistance? Demons are very magic resistant, so this is either fairly useless or maybe a finishing move. Bears, you can control 1 to 2 massive mountain bears. They're not good at tanking, but they usually hit fairly well. False Dawn. All undead creatures within a False Dawn suffer 66 points of damage. There is no saving throw against this damage. Affected undead also are confused on the round after the False Dawn appears. So no saving throw, area of effect damage on undead. The damage isn't that high though, so again, well, it's no saving throw, so that's understandable. Harm drops your health to 1 hit point, but you have to successfully hit a target, and that's not all that easy with a cleric. If you miss, the spell is wasted. Soul Searing Orb. Okay, this looks like a complicated attack spell again. It's a throw weapon. It has Yeah. "66 points of fire damage. Blinds her for 1d6 rounds. Undead creatures suffer 12d6 points of fire damage and are blinded for 12 rounds. So they still receive quite a lot of damage and are blinded even if their save is successful. So another attack against undead, but I think this can miss. So it's not nearly as useful. Hmm. Um, interesting things, I have to say. Still, that said, I'm leaning towards another heal. Maybe Blade Barrier could be abused in some way with invisibilities and things like that. It does 88 points of damage on anyone who basically comes to melee range with us. Lasts for 1 turn. Yeah, I don't see it being all that useful. Problem is the party size. I'm taking another heal for now, but definitely keeping an eye out for the others for special use cases. If we would know what the opposition would be different, but here where you sort of have to deal with almost everything, it just healing is always useful. False Dawn only against undead, and then the opponent would have to be really a mass of undead before it's all that useful. So there's too many ifs there. Harvard Stun, Finger of Death, Ray of Enfeeblement. One good thing about Finger of Death is that it'll do damage no matter what. Even if you save against the death effect, you still do some damage. It's not a massive amount of damage, but there's no way really to get around that. And in some situations, it can make a real difference.
On my honor, I am out of sight. Done.
Days on
Your
time.
blood is rather inviting.
Stand and speak, that I would hear your lies. That Bodhi said you, didn't she? Are you to kill me, or are you as damned as I? If you are a vampire of her creation, then we are here to kill you. We shall battle in this place I created, and forevermore it shall be sealed. If I do not have control, then no one shall. Only my hand can open the way. Well, then we'll just take your hand then, won't we? I removed the crystals that focused the magic for the door, left it to rot in a pile of refuse. The kobolds have taken it now. They worship it, the fools. No way out for you. You'll starve here. Starve! Okay, we'll starve here. Take it
Yes,
cool.
be bloody
No need
ready.
to get
Aye,
excited.
the dwarf will bloody do it.
Epic battle for the ages.
Eh? Fine.
Days on time.
I am out of sight of others.
With a tortured cry, Daesus retreated to his coffin upon defeat. If you can but find a wooden stake, you can end his miserable existence once and for all. Yep, we took his hand.
Your blood is rather inviting.
Dace's apparition. I thank you, Thule. I am free in death. I must rest. Okay, go and rest then. So
I am
Crystal
out of sight of others.
and the hand needed to get out of me. And now we have both. Okay. Looks like a trap. I'm sure it's not a trap. A horrible, horrible trap.
I am out of sight of
Leave
others.
me be. Incurtus. What is it now? If
Let's
I
go,
must,
sword.
I am out of sight of others.
I will tolerate all. Labor will help.
No. Ah,
Leave me be. A waste of my time.
What do you require? As you ask.
let the swords do their business. You're not hitting that well though.
Barker Office be paid well for this.
Yes, it shall be.
Ooh.
What is it now?
I think there's an easier way to get around this.
What gives? Be quick with it. I've killed for less.
Okay, it was just a trap area.
Do you want, groundling? It ain't the decision I'd make.
So the exit has to be in the other map area and not this one. Fine. I'd like to get at least move on from this place. Yeah, the southern route is the only one we haven't really explored.
What is my task? I am out of. Consider it done.
Or actually, I think this is west, this is east, this is north, this is south. Yanti. 3 mages, 2 normal, 1 greater, and some kind of a gigantic statue. Of course, there's a
I
gigantic
will
statue.
if I must.
I am out of sight of others.
Okay, confused.
Me axe be bloody
Leave me
ready.
all. Labor will
I'll
help.
show you a fight.
Eh? I'll do as you
What
tell.
is it now?
Only if there be a
waste
good
of my
amount of
time.
acquaintance.
Edwin got a level up. The maid don't seem to do much. Okay, what else can we do? That did nothing. Yeah, the greater Yanti killed all of them. That's basically what happened.
Bark your orders already. Abyss be paid well for this.
My blade will cut you down to size.
A solid blow!
Kill the mage first.
Vitos!
A solid hit.
Be near death. Oh, come on.
A skull breaker.
Statue. The hand of the builder may open the way, but focus of power must first be restored. Okay. Projected image, delayed blast fireball. Delayed blast fireball is a stronger version of fireball that can be used as a mine. Yeah. Oh, he's trying to attack the statue.
Victory
Yeah,
shall be
let's see if we can
ours.
just disable
You
that.
know this.
Manus potentis.
Be quick with it. Half killed for less.
Fate beckons us all.
Oh, Edwin. What are you gonna get? Saving throw increases. Chance to hit increase. Ooh, 6th, 7th, and 8th level spells. So this is an important level up for us. I'll take another death spell. We've been using it surprisingly much, especially against Umber Host type of enemy. It's good. They're tough. They're fairly dangerous in combat. They go down relatively fast, but they also can do a lot of damage. So getting rid of them in a quick manner is very, very useful. Um, I have a lot of more options here now. What is projected image anyway? Illusionary image of the casting wizard. Has the same hit points, can cast the same spells, however it cannot make any physical attack. So it's a spell casting duplicate, which is a very powerful ability in and of itself. Those would be the reasons to have the spell immunities. So you can use these kind of duplicates. They can protect themselves from divination spells so they can't be dispelled. Simulacrum is a bit different. Another duplicate. The duplicate is almost identical to the caster, making the duplicate very powerful ally. Simulacrum is created at 60% of the level at which the caster currently is on. Also, I think that it's treated as it basically copies the character and then leveled things. So if you have a restoration ability, you can return it to 100% of the levels. But it's more about the knowledge if you know how it's implemented mechanically instead of just it shouldn't work like that. Has all the spells and abilities of the caster that would have at that level 60% of his hit points. Fully understands the control of the caster. I like Simulacrum quite a bit. The more, I guess, maybe less obvious thing it can do, it also copies all the uses of items and the quick slots of the original caster. So you have a huge amount of wands, you can duplicate all those wand actions and use them. So there's a lot of things you can do with that. Outward Blind. One or more creature within the area of effect becomes sightless. 10-foot radius. Lasts for 6 rounds or until dispelled. All the affected effects of blindness apply to the victims. Yeah, there's no saving throw, and there's no limit to who this will work on in hit points. So this is a fairly powerful spell, very fast to cast, no saving throw, so we'll take it. 25% immunity against all energy attacks. Fire, cold, acid, magic, electricity. quite nice, but a bit out of horrid wilting. It sucks the water out of our body, so it basically turns them to ash if it succeeds to fully dry out something. Water elementals and plant creatures receive negatives to their saving throws. But more importantly, this spell will not harm party members. So very, very, very good. Don't see much point in having a protected image though, if we have the simulacrum. Simulacrum doesn't get as high a spell level, so and I don't want, but I don't want to copy myself too much. The thing is, we already have a fairly sizable party here, so it just adds
You
to the
make pleasant
management.
company, my raven.
More
What do
importantly,
you want, ground? Aye, that be sounding right.
the hand of the builder may open the way, but focus of power must first be restored. That doesn't know how to search it from the pack. Focus of power may be restored, and the hand of the builder opens the passage. The way is open. 30,000 quest experience. And we're level 20, which is important because one more level and we get rid of the Otilux resilient spheres and change them to mazes. It's a bit different, I think. Otilux resilient sphere, it's not that they're trapped that bothers me, but the trapping in Otilux sphere makes them immediately immune, so I don't think they'll even take damage from the trap. With the maze, I think they'll take damage and get mazed, so it's better. Could be wrong on that. Ooh, weapon proficiency. Scimitar or a club? Uh, hmm. We might want to give thought to using a crossbow. I wish I could just store the proficiencies. But I guess not. I don't particularly intend to use a lot of single weapon styles, but yeah, let's take scimitar proficiency and pickpockets. Open lock 90, find traps 130, pickpockets 110, move silently 105, hide 110, set traps 100, backstab multiplier 5. Excellent. And I think we'll end here. At least we finished this portion of the gauntlet. Moving on to something new. More tests, I guess. I don't think this is too soon to be released from here. This is too simple. If it was this simple, no one would be trapped here.